Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Bolin. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to start this video off by saying we are in trouble in America. I hate to sound so cynical, but we are in trouble. Now, what am I talking about? Well, a governor, someone who's campaigning for governor of New York, this man was attacked while he was campaigning on stage by some crazy person that actually literally tried to stab him. We are in trouble. So let's get into this article. I'm gonna get into this article. I actually saw the video. It's pretty disturbing, but you're gonna see more of this. So let's get into this article. I'm gonna read some of this article, and then I'm gonna give you my detailed commentary of what I really believe is a deeper situation going on. Representative Lee Zeldin, the Republican nominee for governor of New York, was reportedly attacked at a campaign stop in Fairport, New York, by a man with a weapon on Thursday evening. According to the local news outlets, they say Zeldin was giving a speech at the VFW on Macedon Center Road when a man got on stage, started yelling, wrestled with him a bit, and pulled a blade out. The alleged attacker was suppressed by AM Vet's National Director, Joe Shanley. The attacker climbed on stage while Zeldin was speaking, but the GOP nominee grabbed the attacker by the wrist and stopped him until several others assisted, according to Zeldin's campaign. A video showing the attacker climbing onto the stage was posted to Twitter by witnesses shortly after it occurred, and it was frightening. I mean, I watched it and I'm like, it was frightening. And you can see that video for yourself if you go to the description box below and log in to the site and look for the title of the article. You will see that video for yourself. Photos from the attack show the attacker reportedly used a sharp weapon with holes for gripping purposes. Wow. After speaking on, now here's what I want to deal with right here. After speaking on bail reform, someone just tried stabbing New York governor candidate Lee Zeldin in Fairport, New York, one rally attendee tweeted. The same attendee said that Zeldin retook the stage and finished his speech once everything calmed down. And yeah, once everything calmed down, but it's amazing. It's really sickening how we see this kind of stuff going on. And see, I wanted to get somewhere else. New York Republican Party Chairman Nick Langworthy praised the attendees who stood up, but noted that New York Governor Kathy Hochul, I believe, directed her supporters to Zeldin's rally hours before the event. Now, here's what's interesting here, if in fact this is the case. Tonight, Congressman Zeldin was targeted in a violent attack at a campaign rally stop in Monroe County. Thanks to the swift action of several brave event goers, the perpetrator was subdued. Congressman Zeldin and all the attendees are safe, but this could have ended much worse. It's not a coincidence that just hours earlier, Kathy Hochul fanned the flames of hate by directing her supporters to his rally schedule. This is unacceptable conduct for anyone, let alone a sitting governor. It's not enough to condemn the attack. She must apologize and tone down her hateful rhetoric immediately. And I'm going to end the article there. You can read the rest of it on your own free time in the description box below and take a gander at that video, which is pretty disturbing. But we've seen stuff like this before. As I said in the introduction to this video, unfortunately, we are in trouble. We are in trouble. The closer we get to the 2020 midterm elections, the more violence we're going to see kicking up. Now, what I am seeing is that these actions are being initiated by people on the far left. Now, I'm not saying there aren't any on the right doing this. If there are, I haven't seen it. So I don't want nobody saying, well, why are you always attacking the left? Why are you always attacking the left? Look, it's the left that is doing this. It's not, I don't see any on the right doing this. The mainstream news is they're about as, they lie so much. It's like trying to listen to Satan tell the truth. You can't depend on anything that the mainstream media is going to say about the right. Because to them, what's radical on the right is, oh, I'm against abortion. To them, what's radical on the right is, I believe in heterosexual relationships. That's radical. They call that the far right. But anyway, I'm going off. I'm going on another trail there. But so you're not going to get any real information about anybody being radical on the mainstream news on the right. You're not going to get anything truthful. So I'm seeing this on the left, the radical left. And this is the conclusion that I've come to. You got to ask yourself a question. Why is people on the radical left doing this? Why are they so prone to violence? Why are they pushing so intensely against Republicans and conservatives? What's going on here? Is it that bad? Is it really that bad? I mean, is it really that bad that these radicals, I'm saying radicals now, are going through such lengths to push against people on the right, whether it be Republicans that are standing up for certain things that they value, or whether it's conservatives that stand up for certain things that they value? Why are they so insistent and even prone to acts of violence against people on the right, initiating these acts of violence? I'm not talking about self-defense. I'm talking about initiating acts of violence, which this clearly was here. And what I've concluded, now I've talked about communism and all that, but here is something else I think is going on that's deep, that is probably not talked about. These people on the radical left are evil at their core. And this is what I mean. They do not believe, and I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, they do not believe in absolute right or wrong. They have been conditioned to accept the teaching and ideology and worldview of moral relativism and situational ethics. That goes with the radical protest groups and the radical politicians, leftist politicians, which means when it comes to situational ethics, they're simply saying is that, look, what is right and wrong is based on your situation. If I need to reach a goal, I'm going to reach that goal, according to the left, by any means necessary, which means that if I want to be put in office, I am willing to stir up anger and hate in other people to the point where they are willing to hurt and physically do harm to my opposition. And they don't consider that to be wrong because they don't believe in absolute right or wrong. They believe in situational ethics and moral relativism. What's right is based on your own personal experiences. What's wrong is based on your own personal experiences. And when you do not have moral absolutes and you yield to the dark side of the human nature, what that does is it broadens the dark side of the human nature. It weakens your conscience and makes it easier to do that which is morally wrong. So anyone that is pushing and promoting things that contradict the darkness in the heart of that individual, they're going to be angry with. In other words, these radical leftist people, whether they're politicians or whether they're the regular people, are in moral darkness. And they love the moral darkness, and anyone, regardless of who they are, whether they are on the left, sensible left, or whether they're on the right, if you contradict the darkness that is in their heart, they're coming after you. They want to dwell in darkness. They want to mess with kids. They want to bring all, this is what they want. They want this. They're evil. Their conscience has been seared. It's been numbed by the practicing of evil and immorality over and over and over again. So they have no conscience anymore. Or rather, they have one, but it's been numbed. They can't hear it speaking to them anymore. There's no conviction in them anymore. They've been overcome by the darkness in their heart. And so that's why they're willing to walk up on the stage and assault someone, a politician, before everybody. It's not just the laws that are in place and so forth that are soft on crime. It's that, but it's also these soft on crime laws is making it easier for these people's dark hearts to be manifest. It's making it easier for them to mess with children. That's why they promote it. That's why they're pushing it so hard. Because the darkness of the evilness in their heart wants to be demonstrated. They want to act that out. And anyone that's pushing for laws that would not allow them to act out the darkness of their heart, they got a problem with you. They're evil at their core. That's why they can do what they want to do. That's why they're pushing so hard to push these kind of laws in place. Because they want to act out the darkness of their sinful heart. Now imagine a country like that, where everybody is acting like that. Where everybody is acting out the evil and the darkness in their own heart and mind. Imagine a country like we would destroy each other off the face of the earth. That's why there are laws in place. The laws in place are put in place to restrain that kind of behavior. It does not remove that behavior, but it restrains it. When you have nutbag politicians in office that put soft laws in place that make it easy for these people to do these type of things, they will do it. So as I said in the introduction to this video, as Americans, we are in trouble. And those that are on the left, but are basically sensible leftists, you sensible, I can live with you, you can live with me when you sensible. They're going to come after you too. Oh yeah. They're going to try to make you accept their far leftist radical regime. And if you don't give in, you go into the concentration camps. I ain't going to say much else after that. I know that sounds scary. I know that's frightening. And I know that some people don't want to hear. But I believe it's going to become a reality if America does not change. So unfortunately, coming 2022, blood will be shed. Blood will be shed. I hope I'm wrong. But seeing this kind of foolishness, seeing this type of demonic activity coming, being initiated by people, I would not doubt it. And God forbid the 2024 elections. I don't even want to imagine what that's going to be about. These people want a revolution, a Marxist revolution, so that they can live out the darkness of their evil heart, the way I see it. This is the way I see it. Now, other people may disagree with other people. That's what you disagree with. You're fine. I'm giving you my opinion. They want to live out the darkness of their evil heart because they have no moral values. They want to indulge in the darkness of their evil heart. Let me end this end this video on this note. It was a movie came out in the 1990s called Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. It was starring Robert De Niro. He played Frankenstein's monster. And anyway, Frankenstein created him and he left him, he abandoned him. So when the monster found out that Frankenstein had abandoned him, Frankenstein's monster sought revenge against Frankenstein, killed several of his family members. So one day they met up, Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster met up in this big frozen, and some of you may have seen it. It's like this cave. And Frankenstein's monster told him, he says, that you gave me these emotions. He said, I have love, the likes of which you have never imagined, you can never imagine, and rage, the likes of which can scarcely be conceived. He says, if I cannot satisfy the one, I will indulge the other. In other words, if I can't satisfy the love within me, which is the good side of me, I will indulge the rage, which is the bad side of me. You get my point. What we're seeing here is that you got people whose hearts are dark because they've allowed lawlessness to take place and they've fed their dark hearts. And anyone that gets in the way of them indulging in the darkness of their own hearts, they want to come after you to the point where they're willing to walk up on the stage and stab someone or do physical harm to them. So I pray that this does not happen. This is a somber revelation I've got, but that's what I feel. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. God bless you all, and see you again on another Black Conservative.